Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Welcome. It is day 10, and that is really nice.
On the 10th day of Christmas, the higher numbers, the longer the song goes.
I know. I don't know why it's nice. It's just because it's another day and we can drink more beer. That always makes it a nice thing.
Yeah.
And, as these days get shorter and shorter, having more beer makes them a little bit easier to deal with.
The darkness.
It makes the darkness not just leave our soul, but also part of the day is brighter.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I know. All right, so what are we going to have today?
I don't know.
I know. We need to pick one. All right, so today we have another Martin beer on day 10. And let's just see what we got. Use a lot of wrapping paper on this one. Oh,
I know which one this is. This is going to be so much fun.
This is it. With Adventcalendar, it looks like? No.
It's Weldworks.
Weldworks. Ooh, German chocolate cake stout and milk stout.
Don't say I never treat you to anything nice.
We hope. Pecans, coconut, dark chocolate, milk sugar, vanilla with natural flavors added.
So this is a collab, right? Or?
It's from Weldworks. It does not look like a collab.
No, it was like the symbol of their hometown was, I misread it.
And this comes in at, it doesn't say.
I will Google it.
But I'm sure the ABV is not light.
Do we know the vintage? Does it say? Is it 2022?
I imagine it's whatever the latest vintage is.
It could be that old. It's not 2020.
No, it has to be. There's only two.
Wait, 5.5. That can't be right.
German chocolate cake. It's a milk stout.
What?
So it could be.
No. Now I'm disappointed immediately. No.
Why? I love milk stouts. I mean, they can be really good. Milk stouts are a real crapshoot. Sometimes they can be really good, and sometimes they can be like just watery.
So it used to be 7.4%.
Oh, okay. This looks pretty good. I don't know what you're worried about, huh? It's gonna be really nice.
Wow, that foam is like disappearing like.
It's dissipating really quick. I mean, it's just bubbling away super fast. Oh, but there's a lot of going on in the nose.
Okay, so it says 6.3% ABV, so it actually doesn't match any of the vintages on Untapped.
Maybe it's a new vintage. But the smell is interesting. It is.
Oh, it smells.
It's coconut. It's got some
pecans.
Pecans. Yeah. No.
It's a very nutty aroma.
Mm-hmm. This is very, very promising. But it smells a little buttery, almost kind of like no, buttery in like a good way, kind of like pastry kind of flavory kind of way.
But I am
like a buttercream frosting kind of way, not like a off flavor kind of way.
I was so certain this was an imperial stout. I mean, 1,000% certain.
Well, I mean, if only you looked at the label and went, alcohol by 6.3% volume. But I'm not.
The day I received this in an order is the day I wrapped it.
Perfect.
I didn't give it a second thought. I knew it was going in the calendar.
There is some way you had to looked on like a website or something and validated what you were purchasing, but that technology does not exist.
But you gotta realize, as soon as I wrapped it, it disappeared from my mind.
That's true.
I didn't give it a second thought. It's done. It's almost like it's already tasted because it's locked in.
Well, let's taste this. This smells amazing.
Cheers.
It's pretty good. For a milk stout, there's a lot of stuff going on here.
Yeah, so I'll agree with that. If ever you're going to have a lower ABV stout, I think it should taste towards this type of flavor. Mm-hmm. Because I can often be really disappointed with a 6% stout.
Well, milk stouts are not my favorite style. I usually kind of avoid them because I just find them kind of lacking in flavor and kind of watery. And if I just want a dark roasted beer, I'd much rather have like a Schwarzbier or like a dark lager or Baltic Porter or something.
Yeah, I get
that's
that.
not trying to be a stout. So I usually don't go for milk stouts too much. Every once in a while, something will come along and you're like, wow. Because like the BDCS is that we have from Weldwerks Brewing. That's a milk stout, but it's also imperial.
Yeah.
So they've really jacked up the ABV on that one. But it's still, is it under 10%? It's like 9% or something like that. So
you're the one who's supposed to know.
I don't remember, but it's a really good imperial milk stout. So what are you thinking about this one?
I really like the nutty pecan flavors. I like the chocolate flavors. I do get the coconut, and it adds to it. I think the milk sugar doesn't do it any favors. Milk sugar isn't my favorite flavor. I think you agree with me that like it's almost like a powdery milk concentrate flavor. You wouldn't eat that powder, but you kind of know the flavor it imparts.
Yeah, I find this. There's like in the aftertaste, I get a lot of the sweetness, but I also get kind of a dark coffee flavor, which is really, really nice. This was bringing a lot to the table, man. I'm really glad you brought this one. I'm quite enjoying this. I don't know. What do you think?
I could give it a 4.
I think I'm going to go with a 4 as well.
But if this would have been a 12% imperial stout, we would have gone 4.25 or 4.5.
Maybe.
Also, it didn't have that much milk sugar.
No. I think if maybe it was an imperial, like you said, milk stout, it probably would have gotten higher. But I think for just your base milk stout, pecans, coconut, dark chocolate, vanilla, I'm getting all of that in there. I think it's really, really good.
We haven't had a lot of 6% milk stouts on the show. I can't imagine.
No, I can't. We don't really cover milk stouts very often, so it's kind of fun to try these one-off styles.
We usually don't go that much for them. So you've been looking for weird Swedish beers, and apparently I've been looking for weird beers from. So Weldworks is I would say they're well renowned. We usually drink them when they're 12% monstrosities.
Yeah.
Often brought to us by Pontus, friend of the show. But these weirder... I mean, I would love to try Weldworks Pilsner.
Sure. And what's nice is you don't really find a lot of milk stouts on the shelves. It's not like you can just go to Systembolaget and find a milk stout, because they don't really come up very often. So I'm always excited to try something different. I think that's the fun of the calendar, is to try these unusual styles, or styles that you just don't find that many of, that are kind of one-offs.
Exactly.
Right.
So I ordered this from a European web shop.
Okay. Do you want to say, which
it was Beer Republic.
Out of Netherlands.
I'm guessing they're Netherlands-based.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is a pretty good site. They have they usually import a lot of U.S. stuff. It's pretty good.
At least one or two other from there.
Exciting. Okay, well, we'll wrap this up then, and we'll see you tomorrow on day 11.
We will.